Welcome to the first ever Nintendo-matic Man Halloween special. ZombiU review. This is ZombiU for the Wii U. It was one of the launch titles. Now, before we get started, you may or may not ask what ZombiU is. Well, it's supposed to be a survival horror game that appropriately had like the ZombiU, the U title in it. It didn't get really great credit reviews, but it got a pretty decent score. Metacritic even gave this game a 77 out of 100, and even IGN gave this game at number 13 in their top 25 Wii U games. So let's get started. I apologize for the camera angle, but that's the best I can get. So here's the gamepad. It says, I don't know if the resolution can pick it up though. It says, how long will you survive? This is not trying to compete with the one show on AMC that I really love, is The Walking Dead. But this is actually more about skillful survival. This takes place in Britain. It's like the end of the world. And now, while I'm playing this game, I'm going to kind of focus on reviewing it while I'm still playing it. Focus more on reviewing it. Now, first off, ZombiU had a 6.3 out of 10 on IGN, 4.5 out of 10 on oh, great. Now it's dark in here. So, on the gamepad,
if you can get some antibiotics, the manager of the Shoreditch petrol station will trade you for fuel. Best get a move on before the safe house goes dark. Try not to die on my watch, okay?
Now, with the Wii U gamepad, you can always see your map. Now the visuals can be a bit muddy, but the graphics are pretty good. I mean, it's just sometimes they're not the best graphics. You might have seen better graphics that Ubisoft did for not Uncharted, but I'm saying like for Assassin's Creed or probably the Tomb Raider series that Ubisoft made. Now, when I get deep down into the game, you're always going to have to look through your backpack that switches out of the first-person perspective on the TV onto the gamepad. But be careful. Your radar will always warn you when there are infected zombies approaching you. Be very careful. Now, if you've played the early Resident Evil games, you may enjoy this one. If you're more into the modern games, you may be disappointed. What's going on? Oh, there it goes. So, you're not just always looking. Sometimes you'll need to do some specific missions, like try to get some medicine for fuel. Trade the medicine for fuel. Sometimes you'll need to help a doctor to get some sort of viricide that can kind of kill a zombie without having to decapitate a head. The only negative I am about to show you in a little bit is like this. You're going to be swinging the cricket bat a lot. You press the ZL button to ready it, and swing it with the ZR button. It doesn't need any repairment, unlike Left 4 Dead or Dead Island. And you're going to be swinging, and you'll be swinging it a lot. Ready it with the... Yeah, so see, I went into a little dumpster, found a grenade, and kind of traded it right there. So, to switch to a different weapon, you just tap that specific weapon on the gamepad touchscreen, and then your next step you're gonna have to sometimes if there are more than one zombies, you're gonna have to like probably switch to guns, but be careful. The noise can attract attention. If you press the ZR button while not holding the ZL button, you can kind of push them away. Oh, he's got something on him. He's got some assault rifle ammo. Uh-oh, I think I hear a zombie coming. Turn up the volume so you can hear. Now, just like Call of Duty, you have a limited amount of sprint. You're probably going to need to do it when there's a crap load of zombies around. And overall, the gameplay in it is solid, and it has good ideas for it. So, I'm going to go ahead and find a save point, and I'll make an edit to show you what the multiplayer is like. And it's worth playing with a friend if you are in for a scare like this. I mean, that's another positive thing for survival horror. It has a pretty scary setting, too. But it's not trying to compete with Walking Dead on AMC. Just like I said before. It's just another loading screen when you go from another area to another. From one area to another, what I meant. And it's a really cool map. And sometimes you'll need to look at the gamepad to like pick locks or enter a pad code. Sometimes to take off barriers on doors. So that's enough of the single player. The single player gets a 7 out of 10. Oh, and one more thing. Gotta use this very wisely. Because if you're playing on normal mode, sorry the lighting's bad, but you know it's Halloween, but every time you die in normal mode, you start back from the safe house, and it's recommended that you retrace where your previous survivor was, kill them as an infected zombie, and get as much supplies as you can. And it can get very frustrating and repetitive, but nothing unfair. Overall, the single player is pretty fun. Now, Ubisoft planned to make a sequel to this game, but I'll get to that in a little bit. Next, I am going to show you another mode. This is actually the multiplayer mode. It's very fun. I'm going to do the killing box where in the multiplayer mode, the person with the gamepad sets the zombies somewhere on the map and tries to kill the survivor, while the person with the gamepad just like kills as many zombies as they can. And there's another mode where the person using the Pro Controller right here will actually be using the gamepad to like actually be you.
Welcome, ladies and gents, to the ultimate showdown. It's the dudes against the dead, and by crikey, it's gonna get messy. Let's play Survivors vs. Zombies!
Now that announcing voice can get really cheesy. So, right here, as you can see on the gamepad, let's say another person's playing with me. Right now, these are hunter zombies right here. Pay attention to this thing right here. They're kind of like coins for any kind of zombie you want to find. So, let's see if I can place one pretty close to the survivor. I can't put them in the red area. So let's put them in an open area like here. Alright, so let's see what the survivor can do and kill as many zombies as you can in this mode. Whoa. Yeah. Be very careful. I'm going to try to run away from these guys. Yikes. Press the R button to back turn. So now, let's see. We're going to try some other zombies for the survivor to attack. Here's some more challenging ones. They're hunter ones. That one, I was just doing, those were guard zombies. Let's try, I don't know. Let's see. Uh-oh, they're coming towards me. Kind of hard to do alone. Try you doing a grenade on him. So, yeah, and if you can see that blue thing right there, and if it fills up, a prize will come down and try to help me along the way. Press the B button to switch to a different ammo. It's always a good idea to use this silencer so it doesn't attract their attention. And if you haven't seen The Walking Dead, spoiler alert, they're always trying to find a better way to kill them silently. Well, it's not much of a spoiler, it's just kind of a bit better way to survive. So now, let's see if another hunter, let's try this one more time so I can give you some good amount of fun to it. Uh-oh. So there we go. ZombiU for the Wii U. So let me turn on the light so you can see my face. ZombiU, it's a solid survival horror game. It has solid gameplay, really good graphics, but they aren't the best. There are better graphics that Ubisoft even published, like for the Assassin's Creed series, like I even mentioned, and Tomb Raider. And this is pretty cheap now. I mean, this was a launch title when it came out late last year. I got this game used for like $30 at GameStop, so if you're into survival horror, this is the right game for you. My overall score, I give it a 7.5 out of 10. For the positives, solid gameplay, good ideas, and a scary setting. The only negative, I mean, oh yeah, there was one more positive I forgot. I mean, they're good graphics, but they aren't the best, like I just mentioned. And overall, the only complaint I have is that when you use the cricket bat, it becomes very repetitive with the combat. Even when you try to kill them at different angles. So, overall, ZombiU, it's a good game. So, that's my Halloween special for this year. Looking forward for you to be watching all my reviews for my future Halloween special reviews for next year and for any year and more years to come. So, like, comment, and subscribe. Later.